Oh, that is the microphone? Or what is it?
And that's the webcam.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm sitting in the hostel stairwell because this was the only place we could find with some light that was quiet because everyone is watching the Olympics upstairs. So I'm sitting with Daniela from Germany, and she's writing a book about what it's like to be a girl traveling around the world. Is that right?
That's right.
And you said you wanted to encourage young women to travel on their own? I know you don't want to look at me. You want to look at Daniela.
Unfortunately, it's not that popular in Germany.
So, and I asked you, what did your parents think when you told them you were going to go traveling alone?
Well, actually, I started studying in another country. I went to South Africa and did my master's degree.
In what?
In law.
Uh-huh.
So this is actually the way I got into traveling myself, because before going on a holiday has been like two weeks vacation in Turkey, for example. So I went to South Africa.
Which city?
Studied Stellenbosch, close to Cape Town.
Uh-huh, yes.
And we started traveling South Africa and Namibia, Mozambique, like traveling independently.
Did you hitchhike?
No, I'm not crazy. I'm not that crazy. And when I was supposed to go home, I realized that I would go home, do my articles another 2 years, get a job, and just keep on working all my life. Probably start doing what I'm going to do the next 50 years at the age of 23. So I decided to go to Australia for a year. That's
you didn't want to start working and
Not
give your
yet.
whole life away to a corporation or something?
Not yet. Not at the age of 24, actually. So I went to Australia and we traveled again. And well, 1 year was over pretty much again, pretty fast again.
Uh-huh.
So
how were your parents when you were in Australia, for example?
Well, of course they miss me and they would love me to be closer at home, because South Africa is pretty far away, Australia is even further. But then it's like they come to visit me from time to time. Like they visited me in South Africa, they visited me in Australia. And well, they see I'm happy what I'm doing. So of course my mom is not too excited wasn't too excited when I called her from Australia, telling her, well, you know what, I'm not coming home yet. I gotta go to South America.
You
for
went directly
8
from South
months.
Africa to
Not from South.
then you went from Australia to South America.
From Australia to South America.
Okay.
But I spent 10 weeks in Germany after South Africa to prepare my travels to Australia.
Then Australia, and then directly to South America, without going to Germany.
Yeah. And now
guess what? Mom, I'm in South America. Did you call them from South America?
Did I do what?
Did you actually call them from South America, or before you left Australia?
No, I told them before.
In Australia. See, with my parents now, my mother used to say, call me when you get there. If I would drive like from Indiana to Florida, she was always worried.
Okay.
So she would say, call me. Here, you can see me now. My mother would say, call me when you get there. And sometimes I would get someplace and I would forget to call. And then she would be up all night worrying. And then I would feel guilty. Or sometimes I couldn't get the phone and I would be thinking about my mother being worried. So I just started to train her not to expect a call. So it got to the point where I could go to a country and come back, another country, and she didn't even know I was gone. And I think it's better for her. So then we went to South America. So ahora hablas español.
Sí.
Ajá, okay. ¿Y dónde estabas en South America? I asked, where were you in South America?
En todas las partes. Empecé el viaje en la Ciudad de México.
She said, I started the voyage or the trip in the city, Mexico City.
Y después fui todo el camino a Panama.
And then she took the Panama Trail or something?
I went down all the way to Panama.
All the way to Panama?
Took a sailing boat to Colombia.
Wow, all alone? Did you sometimes travel with somebody?
Yeah, for example, taking the sailing boat trip is like a very popular trip for backpackers, so I've been with 4 other people. Did
you have chances to travel with someone and deliberately not want to travel, or would it be okay to travel with someone if you met someone, a girl or a guy?
It would have been fine, but usually it's like, well, I actually traveled pretty fast, so no other people was fast enough to go traveling with me all the time. But it's also sometimes you do a tour, you go hiking to Machu Picchu or stuff like that. Like you're in a group of, I don't know, maybe 12 people 5, 6 different nationalities for 4 days.
Yeah.
And after 4 days, I always realize it's time to continue by myself again. No, but yeah, from time to time I go traveling with another person.
Have you done some camping alone in a tent alone? So mostly you stay in hostels, or so you've been to a lot of hostels.
Cheap hotels from time to time, because you also get to the point when you do not really feel like meeting new people, when you just need a break. And
like at this hostel. I kind of wanted a break tonight, but I think I told you I missed my bus.
Really?
I wanted to go camping tonight in my tent.
Yeah.
I told you I met Julia and her friends camping. That was fun. So now tell me a little bit more about why you decided to start writing the book, and when you decided to start writing the book. And do you know the name of the book?
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
I'm still thinking about it. Well, it was actually an American guy convincing me to write the book. Because I met those 2 people in Venezuela.
Americans are very inspirational.
Yeah, they are actually. And
by the way, I'll put in a plug for Barack Obama, because Barack Obama inspires me. What do you think of Barack Obama?
I do not even know him.
Oh, you don't know who Barack Obama is? Okay.
Can we cut this?
We can. We'll have 2 versions.
I googled it later on.
We'll have the raw and edited version.
Okay.
Later, when you're famous, we'll cut it. Now we'll just put the whole thing on so people can see the real you. And then when you get very rich, you'll say, like, Steve, could you please take out that part because I look like a very stupid blonde. Do people ever think you're stupid because you're blonde?
Yeah. They do.
But you went to law school. Did you finish? Should we believe her?
I was pretty good, actually.
Okay, so I'm glad you're not a lawyer. I'm so happy. Please don't be a lawyer. Unless you work for, like, teenagers' rights or something. I'll tell you about that more later. But, okay, so an American guy.
Yeah, I met him and his wife, in some place in Venezuela. And we did a tour to the Orinoco Delta together. And we were talking about my travels, and they were like, oh, it's really exciting the way you are telling us about it. You should actually write a book. I was like, well, actually, I've been thinking about that by myself. I'll be back in Australia in 8 months from now. That's what I told them. And then, I might start writing a book. But they were telling me, no, you shouldn't wait that long. Because it's 8 months from now. When you finally get to Australia, your head will be full of different ideas, and you're never going to start to write the book. And all the stuff you want to write about, it's so much better to start now, because you can do it on the road, handwriting. And all the stories are happening now, so if you write about them now, maybe just after the stories happened, it's going to be easier for you.
More fresh. Okay, let me stop this and see how it's coming along.